Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This video was highly requested, y'all, and this person wanted me to name 5 things that life has taught me so far, and it was very hard for me to list 5 things, of course, because life has taught me a lot of things. Like I have so many things that I could just lay it all out on the table of what this world has taught me. However, y'all, they said to name 5 things. So that's what I am going to do. So it is storming outside, guys. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but yeah, it's one of those days. So I wrote down 5 things, y'all, that I am going to be letting y'all know. One of the things that life has taught me is life is a game. And I know they say life is a gamble. That's true too, because it's just like with your life, it's just like going to the casino. Some people believe that, hey, they have a chance. If they on their last $20, they have a chance of going to the casino and hitting $2,000. Some people actually win, and some people go home very disappointed. Life is a gamble, but when I say life is a game, I don't think that very many people is ready for that conversation. Life is a game. I did not understand that until now, and the best way to win at any type of game is to not play. Don't let anybody dictate your life, because there will be people that is set out to get you. You'll never understand why. You'll never know why. You can't guess why. I mean, we can name a million reasons why, but you'll never really know the real reason why people are how they are and why people do what they do. Y'all ever been like minding y'all business, just like really carrying on with your life and everything is going good and you ain't got no drama, and then all of a sudden all it takes is for one person to reach out to you, you give them a little time, and next thing you know, all hell done broke loose? Or you a homebody and then this coworker is asking you out for drinks, or asking you to go to a party. You go to that party, you go to that out to eat setting, and then you get back to work and then all hell done broke loose. All your business is all over the job. Like, this is because people in this world is full of games, and people always like to one up you. They always like to feel like they're winning, and the thing is, I've learned not to play those little games. I've learned to just stay in my lane as much as possible. It's very hard and challenging to do that, especially being a social media influencer, and especially putting out as much information in my personal life that I have put out over the years. And now I can honestly say I don't really do that as much at all. If I reference something in my life, it's definitely not going to be like I'm just throwing information at you. I try to use all of my past mistakes as a way to encourage somebody. And which is why I'm very glad that anything that you guys hear about me now or recently or whatever is past events, because I've learned that, like I just said, life is one big game. And in order to win, you just cannot play the game at all. So instead of me getting on here and going back and forth, I try my best not to do that. Like, I really be trying my best not to do that, y'all. Now, as of like last week, y'all did see where I was entertaining some foolishness. And not only did I have to snap back to reality, people, my loved ones, people that I'm close with, they were having to remind me, like, Erica, okay, girl, you can't be doing this. So life is a game. The only way to win is to just not play, okay? And if you play, you really have to be playing chess, because if you think you're gonna play checkers with the people in this world, you will get gotten every single time, because the world is very vicious. It's a very dog eat dog world. A lot of times people are just out for themselves. If they see an opportunity, they will definitely cling themselves to you. And you'll be thinking that they have your best interests at heart, and they really don't. So, Which brings me to number 2. If someone wants to destroy you, they have to be close to you first. It could be someone at the church that you're confiding in. It could be a significant other, someone you're in a relationship with. It could be a best friend. It could be a friend. It could be a coworker. A lot of times, some people say you need to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Absolutely not. Because why would I want to keep a frenemy close when frenemies are out to gain something? They always want to know your business, and if you don't tell them your business, they're going to fall out with you anyways. I can appreciate a person letting me know up front, Erica, I don't like you. Okay, cool, noted. So now I know to stay completely away from you. It's always the people that have came in my life that were praying with me, that were giving me the best advice, that really wanted to see me win, so I thought, that ended up being the snakiest of the snakiest, okay? You just have to really be selective, and it's very, very hard to be selective because everybody come as if like they're so trustworthy and down to earth. You just have to be guarded, and you just don't blurt out your information to people. You just don't blurt out what you're going through. Like, you literally have to take your time and like actually get to know people for who they are. And sometimes that can take 10 years, because the reality of it is people will prolong the process of keeping this game face so that they can retain as much information as possible, and they will sit on it for a rainy day. And when that time comes, it could be 10, 15 years from now, they will strike. So I do not believe in keeping your friends close, enemies closer. I think that that's a recipe for disaster. And I feel like that's just giving Satan what he wants. Like, I don't want any of my enemies close to me, like, ever again. Like, ever. So I think that I have done a pretty good job at realizing, like, oh, when a person is not for me, I kick them out of my life. Like, I literally dismiss myself. And I say, oh, no, I don't ever want to be in the same room as you or nothing, because you would do me more harm than good as an enemy if I allowed you in my space. Because there's no such thing as a frenemy. I mean, there is a such thing as a frenemy to an extent. But if you want to be successful, if you want to succeed, if you want to keep a positive image, a positive anything, like, why would you want your enemy as a friend? It doesn't make sense. And I know a lot of times people say that, oh, I'm going to keep my enemies closer. No. The best thing you can do is keep those frenemies far away from you. Another thing that life has taught me is that nobody really cares. There is a percentage that people always say, I don't know the percentage, y'all. But when they say people really don't care about your business, people really don't care what you got going on, like, they're not lying. Like, people really don't care. They just want to be nosy and in your business, and they want to gossip and have something to talk about to distract themselves from what they're really going through. And what they're really going through is things that are way worse than what you're going through. So don't spend too much time complaining. Don't spend too much time talking to people about what you have going on in your life, because it don't matter if they're giving you the best advice in the world. 9 times out of 10, they really don't care, and you'll just be wasting your time. Last but not least, something that this world has taught me is that whatever your pain is today will be joy tomorrow. God really will give you double for your trouble. I don't know if you guys are spiritual or not, but I'm very spiritual. I know that's kind of hard to believe, because sometimes I do get on here clowning, okay? But just because I'm spiritual does not mean I'm perfect. And God already knows that I'm not going to be perfect, because if I was perfect, none of us would be here, because, he would still be alive. The reality of it is that I have been through a lot of pain in my entire life. I'm 31. And, things that I thought was gonna like destroy me or break me or like really be long term, like, it was just a season. And everything is temporary, right? Even we're temporary. In the next 100 years, none of us that's watching this video will be here. I don't care if you're a newborn baby. In 100 years, you will not be here. You may get lucky if you're a newborn baby. You may live to see, like people be on the news all the time for being 105, 100, 607. I think the oldest person that ever died was maybe 111. But that's rare. So, and that's like 1 out of every 1 million people. Okay? It's a guarantee that we will not be here in 100 years because everything is temporary. Your feelings are temporary. That's why people, they fall in love today. They wake up 5 years later, they feel completely different. Because nothing stays the same. And so I'm saying all of this to say, whatever you're going through, whatever is bringing you down, weighing you down, whatever has your heart in a stray, I can be the first one to tell you, it does not last. If you're heartbroken, it doesn't last. If you're in a financial struggle, it doesn't last. If your husband left you and those feelings, those emotions, it doesn't last. And when they say everything gets better in time, everything really does get better in time. And to be honest, the things that we cry over, it can literally take the following year. You'll realize, oh my God, I cannot believe I was crying over this person because, ew. I'm at that point in my life to where I'm looking back at my decisions and I'm like, especially when I tell people my kids' age, it's like a shocker for me. How the hell did that happen? I don't know what type of world I was living in or what type of delusion I was living in. But, yeah. It really does be like that. So, I just want to encourage y'all, pain today will be joy tomorrow. Which means that it doesn't matter if it's taking however long. Just know that your current situation is not going to always be that. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I have all 3 of my boys are in school. In 5 months, my daughter will be in school. And Satan know how to get to you. If Satan have tried everything in his power to get to you, the last and final thing will be your children. I'm very, very glad that I made a decision to go my separate ways when it comes to certain individuals, to protect myself. I have 4 kids. Could you imagine if I was pregnant with a 5th child right now? Especially with the wrong person. Could you imagine? So I'm very, very glad that I took heed, that I examined my circumstances and I said, okay, this has to stop or this is going to be a hindrance to my future. And it's not going to be good for my kids because, yes, single mothers are very, very strong. But the reality of it is, it's very unhealthy to have a unhealthy amount of smaller kids as a single mom because you don't really have an outlet. You can go to therapy and let it all out, but they don't know how you feel. You can get on social media and vent about it, but they don't care. Because society was never set up for single moms to win. That's why we have to force our winnings. And I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with that. My time is shortly around the corner. And sometimes we just have to do what we have to do in that moment. And even though it may not feel like it's enough, that's fine too. Because your time will come. Just keep pushing. Don't go do anything crazy. Just do what you can for your season. Okay? You may not be able to work a full-time job. But as long as you're able to do a part-time job, that's fine. Society will always be opinionated on your life choices or whatever. Society will try, and I did say try, society will try to make you pay for mistakes that you made by bringing up your past or, oh, I remember when he did this. It's okay. Let society do what society have done for centuries because it's never going to change. The only thing that's going to change is the seasons, your circumstances, and by the grace of God, your mind frame. You have to learn how to undo everything that you did and recondition your mind. And that's what keeps me going forward. So I hope that helped somebody out today. And because these are things that, when I snapped out of it and I came to the realization, these are things that helped me out. So I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.